The Honourable Sandra Carr.
Thank you, President. Recently I had the pleasure of representing our Regional Development Minister McTiernan at the Mullewa muster and rodeo. Woo, yeehaw! That event had been on a 2-year hiatus thanks to the impacts of COVID, so it's one that had been desperately missed by the community. It's a highlight of the Midwest community events calendar is the Mullewa muster and rodeo. So it was certainly very well supported by the community far and wide. It was a sold-out event, so by the time some people turned up to the gate, I think they might have found themselves having to jump the fence and be a little bit inventive, as country people so often are. Kyle, I told you not to tell anyone. By the time I arrived, there was eager crowds descending upon Mullewa. There was caravans, campers, trailers, swags. The whole place was heaving with people who were camping overnight because the Mullewa Muster and Rodeo Committee also put on a country music concert for the night that included performers like Craig Pickett, Monty Cotton and a band known as Scarlet's Way. By all accounts, that was a fantastic night. I must admit, I didn't make it to the concert at the night because I participated earlier in the boot scooting lessons and the old hip was playing up after that. And I just went home and practiced my moves and I'll show them to you later. It was exhausting, but I want to say a big thank you to the Geraldton boot scooters who took the time and the good humour to try and teach us all a few steps and a couple of moves. And they did do a big group one at the end of the night that they used drones to record, and I believe a huge proportion of the crowd that attended there that night all participated in the mass boot scooting event. So that's something that I'm quite disappointed they didn't get to attend, but I'm really looking forward to staying for it next year. In amongst all the other family fun, there was the rodeo events, whip cracking, the butte ute competition, all those good old-fashioned country events. There was a local Midwest icon, Fairy Deb, who the kids all adore in the Midwest. She does all the face painting and she sings beautiful songs, and she's like the Wiggles of the Midwest for us. That everybody loves Fairy Deb. And for anyone who was there and took a lot of snaps on the day, there's still a photo competition running until the 20th of June. You have until the 20th of June, that is, to submit photos. I would just like to quickly acknowledge the major sponsors of the event because it wouldn't have been possible without them. Tourism WA, the City of Greater Geraldton, Total Toilets and the Mullewa Community Group Incorporated. Those groups were the major sponsors. There was a significant number of other sponsors and supporters throughout the whole Midwest community, including member for Geraldton, Lara Dalton, and myself, who contributed money to make sure that fabulous event goes ahead. Participants and competitors in the event found themselves the recipients of some $36,500 in prize money, and there were some other wonderful moments in there, like the local City of Greater Geraldton councillors based in Mullewa, Councillor Thomas and Councillor Critch, who both were so lovely and showed that good old country's hospitality that we all love by messaging me and inviting me to join them down in the front seat of the arena to watch all of the action and get a mouthful of dust as the whole event took place. So it was amazing to be so close up to the live action in an event that I've never really seen from that perspective before. It was really exciting. So I'd really like to just take this moment to thank all of the people involved in putting that event together, all of the volunteers who contributed. There was a significant number of volunteers who contributed their time to make sure the day was a success, the committee of the Mullewa Muster and Rodeo, and all of the competitors as well. But last of all of those members of the community who flocked to Mullewa in droves to make sure the event was the huge success that it deserved to be after that 2-year hiatus. And it really injected so much enthusiasm and positivity into the community. So a huge congratulations to Mullewa and the Midwest community.